It's the NFL on EA Sports.
And we've got a couple of franchises who broke into the league together back in 1995.
It's the Panthers and the Jaguars.
Next on Madden NFL 25.
We're about 15 miles from the Atlantic coast in the northeast corner of Florida. Welcome to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Thanks for having us in to kick off a new year. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, you lived this as a player. It's so exciting for us as fans, but now after that long offseason to get your body ready and your team ready and your game ready, finally show everybody what it's all about. Week 1 of the season has arrived.
Yeah, and at this stage in the process, Mike, you're exactly right. All you want is for this ball to be kicked off. You're tired of practicing. You're tired of the off.
So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Not what you want to see quarter 1 of week 1. They put Strange in motion. On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down, a pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
Give him 13 on that screenplay, and a first down.
That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. He makes one man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1. Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down. Jaguars ready to punt this one away. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. Not what you want to see quarter 1 of week 1. Right to the air goes Young. A throw left side caught by Sanders. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Out of the shotgun, Young. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Jatavian Sanders was the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Young. He'll try and get there on the ground. And Young will have a first down, able to slide to avoid the contact at the end of the play. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw, Young. Secured by the veteran, Adam Thielen.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
2nd and 7. Run now for the rookie out of Georgia. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. They'll try to run for it with Hubbard. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Sam Martin to punt. Parker Washington awaits for the Jaguars. So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. To throw is Lawrence. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
That'll be returnable from the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Foye Oluokun with the play. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Hubbard. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the 1st down.
They'll run with Dowdle. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And Young will have a 1st down, able to slide to avoid the contact at the end of the play. Shotgun snap, and they'll run. Here's Hubbard. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down, and it'll go down as a loss of 2.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He'll tuck it and take off. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end. From the gun here on third down, it's Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll run it once more with Etienne. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Jaguars first down.
Here's Lawrence. He's going to air this one out. That is hard. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big play for Jacksonville. 47 yards. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. The Panthers off to the early advantage. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And he's into the end zone. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Next to score, Jaguars 7, Panthers 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down. Young. That's to the right, caught by Sanders. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. The motion man is Sanders. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. To throw is Young. He'll get this into the hands of Thielen. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing is Young. He'll go right back to Thielen. Again, it's complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd down and 9. Now Young. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Here's Sam Martin now. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And this one's going to be downed inside the 20-yard line. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Lawrence. This one is caught, and it's the tight end screen.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. That's complete to Etienne. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
3rd and 1.
They'll try and run here with Bigsby. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
That's good for Jacksonville. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Etienne. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Lawrence will give it to Bigsby. And he'll work forward 4 yards, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down.
That's good for Jaguars. First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They put Strange in motion. They'll go with the counter on first down. He'll get about 2. Christian Roseboom there on the tackle. 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now a handoff. Etienne. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. In the pistol, here's Lawrence. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Here's Young to throw. That's to the right side and corralled by Thielen. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. The motion man is Sanders. Young hands it to Hubbard. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. 3rd down, 3 to go. Another run here with Hubbard. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Here's their punter now, as he is on to punt for Carolina. On the return, here's Washington. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. But Jaguars offense and Travis Etienne set to get back to work. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They put Strange in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Off he goes.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback, just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Off-balance throw. It's complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their 2nd. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? They put Strange in motion. Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Now the Jags will use their 3rd and final timeout. So, 4th down, and on comes the rookie, Cam Little, for this Jaguar field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So, we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. As we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was the visiting Dolphins who come away victorious on the road. Tyreek Hill, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Breece Hall, well over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run as well. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Bijan Robinson, a touchdown run in the victory. One of the top performers in that first half was the running back Travis Etienne. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Hubbard, and he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, it's Young. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They put Strange in motion. Etienne now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this to about the 28. Trayvon Merrick up to make the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings us 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
They put Strange in motion. Once again, it's Etienne. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They put Strange in motion. From the gun, here's Bigsby. And he's going to have the 1st down yard across the 50 to the 48.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Oh, and he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. Play is made there by DJ Wanham. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 44-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Etienne. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Nick Scott up from the secondary for the tackle. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing is Lawrence. Now a screen set up for Bigsby. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
2nd and 5. At the Panthers' 31-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Bigsby. And he's close to the 1st down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. A tight end in motion now. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And they'll take it down to the 22, but they've got it. That's enough for the 1st down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 23-yard line.
They put Strange in motion. On 2nd down, here's ETN. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Nick Scott up from the secondary for the tackle. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Panthers offense getting set to get back to work. And they are still searching for that first touchdown of the game. Greg, this defense that they're going against has been like a brick wall.
And especially this front 7. And listen, Mike, we all know this is a passing league. But what you want to do is you want to at least be unpredictable on offense, meaning you want to be in what they call 50-50 downs. I got an equal opportunity to both run or pass based on the down and distance. When you have nothing to show for on 1st and 2nd down on the ground, you find yourself in must-pass scenarios, and you're playing right into the hands of the defense.
Out of the shotgun, Young. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Dowdle. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Here's Young. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Hunting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Jaguars offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play. Here's a 2nd and 6.
And brings up 2nd down at the 43-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Bigsby. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
They send a receiver in motion left. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming, getting started with 1st and 10. Get this drive started. On the ground, it's Hubbard. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, Young. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. 3rd down coming up. To throw, Young. He'll dump this down to Hubbard. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. On now is the punt team for the Panthers, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. This one, returnable. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Jags offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll come up here 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from ETN. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Lawrence gives this one to ETN. It's a good pickup on 2nd down, but there is a flag down, and this one might not stand up. Now ETN, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
In motion comes Thomas. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. That's taken at about the 14, and he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. A throw left side caught by Sanders.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. To throw is Young. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Young. That's caught. It's the tight end, Sanders. 3rd and 5. To throw is Young. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try the right side with Hubbard. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Here's Etienne. They'll put him down right at the 20, but they'll also move the sticks. That is a 1st down picked up.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
Throwing is Young. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. Here's Young. to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Yeah. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. This run straight ahead for Etienne. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Flags come in. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. That's on the tackle, Anton Harrison. They put Strange in motion. Play action now. It's Lawrence. This one is caught, and it's the tight end, Strange. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Jacksonville.
That's good for the Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On the ground, here's Etienne. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Lawrence will give it to Bigsby. And he'll take this up, working towards the 1st down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the 1st down. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll try and run here with Bigsby. And he's got it. He'll move the chains, 1st down at the 47.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
The carry here for Etienne. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up 1st downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
Here's a handoff to Bigsby. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Panthers' 31-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Etienne. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4. They'll run it once more with Etienne. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here. And don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. 2nd down, Lawrence. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. Man in motion is Brown. To throw is Lawrence. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
The Jaguars field goal. A A 39-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That into the hands of Hubbard. Another try, 2nd and 10. Young. He'll go right and find his running back. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 25 yards. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to die.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Here's 2nd down. Now Young. Catch made by Thielen. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. We are set for 4th and long. They'll go. Young. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. And this has been the start of the season you hope for. You held serve at home, have the lead here in the 4th quarter, and now it's all about bleeding down that clock. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. The Panthers, they're going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So shout to Duval here in Duval County, Florida. It is a win for the Jaguars. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Jaguars are the winners here at home as we say, so long from Jacksonville.